And here we are. Let's see. Let's get everything kind of going. Good evening, everybody. This is the second episode of the Outcast podcast. I'm your host, Gunk Punk Wolfgang, aka Caleb. Tonight with us, we have two of our returning previous Outcast members. We have Caitlin. We have Harley, aka my wife, Stephanie.
Bro, that was a good rip you had there.
We also have new members, or actually members, but first joining us tonight of the Outcast, we have Dylan.
Oh,
And Jesse, aka Thrash.
What's up?
I'm the only one whose gamer tag you didn't mention.
Oh, sorry. Caitlin is also known as Bubblegum Princess, and Dylan is also known as Shorty R77.
dude, I just want to point out when you introduced everyone, it sounded like we were all like on a dating show, and like everyone was just like, "What's up?"
So,
I'm about to win.
Sorry, Thrash, you do not get a rose.
Oh,
oh my god.
I'm sorry.
I took a drink when you did that. Okay, so, alright, let's see here. Tonight's topic, as discussed privately, is conspiracy theories.
Whoop
Dun,
whoop.
dun, dun.
So, I have in front of me a list of conspiracy theories thanks to Wikipedia. However, oh yeah, it's gonna get weird tonight. Excuse me, I said I wasn't gonna try to burp, and yet I still burped. Isn't that awesome?
Within the less than 5 minutes, you already failed.
Listen, I do what I have to do to just live, okay? So,
Don't want to hold that stuff in. It's not healthy.
so before we actually get into conspiracy theories, I did have an idea that I wanted to run by you guys and see what your thoughts on this are.
Oh god. Mm.
I want to die. Just bear with me. It's kind of a theory in of itself.
I feel like this is going to be a bad idea.
You guys are so mean to me. All right, anyways. So we all know Chick-fil-A, yes?
Oh, God.
Homophobic chicken.
You better
I'm
not
ready.
fucking
Hold on.
immediately start talking shit.
No.
about
No. Hold on.
Chick-fil-A is from the gods.
All
the
right, so
Lord's chicken.
with that in mind, as we all know, Chick-fil-A is very Christian, pretty much Christian-based.
Yeah.
So there was a lot, like Bubblegum Prince said, the homophobic chicken. Now there was this big thing going around about how the homophobic chicken stuff, you know, chickens and homophobia and all this other kind of stuff. But if you think about it, how can you differentiate between a gay chicken and a straight chicken?
Do we
Brother,
need to go
don't-
into how the birds
don't
and the
do this
bees
to
work?
yourself.
I got a theory.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So the straight chickens are usually, is it okay if I use a curse word?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay. It's about to get so weird right now. The straight chickens are the ones that are fucked by the farmers.
Did you... Wait, they're what?
They're fucked by the chicken farmers.
I don't know if I want straight chicken.
I'm not biting Tyson no more.
I don't feel safe going to Chick-fil-A anymore now.
Now I know the special oil they use.
Oh, God. It's not pickle juice. It's not pickle juice.
It ain't oil.
No,
It's lube.
no. It's pickle juice, just not the kind of pickle juice you thought it was.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm walking away.
Ah, I see what you... It took me a minute, but I see what you did there.
Ian just commented, I don't want chicken anymore.
What, you never had fucking chicken with man cheese before?
Oh.
Hey.
No, I'm good.
You had to go there.
Of course I fucking had to go there.
This is wonderful. All right. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I felt it was kind of funny and appropriate for
Really?
tonight's topics. You know.
Okay.
Oh god, now I'm scared.
So, all right. So on the concept, on the thought process of conspiracy theories. Now, one that's somewhat known but isn't well known is the conspiracy theory on the Denver, Colorado airport.
Oh god.
It's my
Oh,
favorite.
this is a good one.
Right?
You know what we're talking about then.
I mean,
Nope.
Yeah, but I'm sure you're gonna help me out.
Okay. So if you want, look it up while we're doing this.
There's a certain video on YouTube. I'll find the link and send it to you guys. But they go so much in depth with the conspiracy theories behind like all of the murals that are in the airport and,
And
what's
did you know?
built underneath.
Did you know that the original buildings for the Denver, Colorado airport were not like normal construction? When you build something and it's done incorrectly, what's your first thing that you do?
Oh, well, it's stuck like that.
No. If you don't, if you want
This
to,
isn't Minecraft, okay?
no. But typically, in a construction standpoint, if you build something incorrectly, it has to be demolished. Yes.
Blow it up with some TNT.
No.
No.
Okay, we're talking years ago.
I know somebody who has a free
have you
patio because
how many years we talking, bro? Because if we go far back enough, I mean, like, what happened to the Great Period of Pisa, bro?
no, I know somebody
Leaning
that has
Tower of
a
Pisa?
free patio on their house because they built the patio on the wrong one. And
Okay.
they just said, fuck it, I'm not taking that down.
All right, so keep that in mind, though. But typically, normally they would destroy it. Yes, they would get rid of it.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's
Well,
go with that.
The original concept building of the Denver, Colorado airport was not demolished. It wasn't left per se. Rather, it was buried. And the current Denver, Colorado airport is currently sitting on top of the original buildings for the airport.
I mean, didn't New York do the same shit?
Would
What, you've never been to the New York fucking rat city?
No.
I've never been to New York.
No, but I would love to go explore those someday, so.
Either way, there's a thought process. The conspiracy theory goes into that the reason they put them underground is because they're not even actual like correct buildings. They're like big tunnels that lead to chambers, and that's it. Well, for some reason, there is a sprinkler system installed in these tunnels. Now, these tunnels are just dirt and concrete. Why do you need sprinklers in a dirt and concrete tunnel?
You're leaving one thing out.
What's that?
So the underground area
Uh-huh.
that they say they use for storage. If you look at an aerial shot view of it,
Oh, yeah.
of what's buried underneath, there's a couple different bases, but there's also like tunneling that connects all the bases together. But if you look at it from an aerial point of view, it looks like it's in the shape of a swastika.
Yep.
I know why there's sprinklers.
Why?
So they can get rid of the witches. Like in Wizard of Oz.
Oh my god.
I'm melting!
Well, with that in mind,
I don't know. Maybe they put sprinklers in there because fucking it was there while it was being built and for all of the shit they were using to dig the tunnels.
I mean, it's possible. That is a possibility. But why wouldn't you take it down when you were done? Why would
Because
you leave it?
that's too much work.
Yo, do you know how much fucking
Uh-oh.
money, especially for a government contract, it would take to tell these people to remove that?
I want to point out we have a sixth person that has joined the podcast this evening.
Who the shit is this?
It's Ian.
Oh god. I quit.
Who,
I got a
who
little
is
bit of
this?
time until I gotta.
New phone? Who this?
This is Ian. He is my guitarist in Upper Class Vagrants.
He's a
Hello.
He's a
Oh,
garden gnome.
He's a garden gnome.
fuck this shit. I'm out.
Oh, Ian.
Know what I'm saying?
Oh, Ian. Stop it. Stop
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
what the hell?
I'm sorry, Ian.
So, Ian, did you have something you wanted to chime in here?
I just joined in for a little bit. Sorry, my fucking phone just decided to want to go black screen. And apparently, Discord on a phone doesn't want to do shit.
Welcome to Discord. But this is how we do the podcast. It's easier, it's simple, and it allows me to do everything all at once. So we're talking about the Denver, Colorado airport conspiracy theory.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is conspiracy theory. Like, I'm waiting for the weird
So-
shit to happen.
The conspiracy theory behind it is, now keep in mind the buildings. There were murals that were painted. One of them, babe, do you want to take over here?
Okay, let me let the old lady put her knitting down real quick.
Crocheting.
Oh, you're correcting me now. Okay, cool. All right, so I believe there's 3 different murals
Yeah, I think so. There's like
in
3 or
the
4.
airport. So, God, I gotta remember because it's been a minute since I've actually watched it.
Well,
Last
here,
time I
I've
was-
got a description right here if you want me to read it off real quick first.
Okay, yeah. Go
So
ahead
it
and-
says some theorists believe that the Denver International Airport stands above an underground city, which serves as headquarters for the New World Order. Theorists cite that the airport's unusually large size, its distance from the Denver city center, the Masonic and alleged satanic symbols, as well as a set of murals which included depictions of war and death.
Wait, we got Satan?
Hey, bro. I mean, that shit sounds dope.
They have me at Santa.
They should have left the original, man. That'd have been cool. I mean, like, could you imagine, bro? You're just like, oh yeah, I'm at the Denver airport smoking some fat tree, right? Yo, check out this artwork, though.
Well, no,
All right,
there was.
So, I've got the murals pulled up on my
Okay,
phone
okay.
because I needed to visually see them again myself. So the first one is like a forest on fire, and there's a bunch of kids gathered around looks like a Native American woman in a grave, and they're children from all around the world. You can tell by, what they're wearing and all this bull crap. But
Okay, yeah, that mural is kind of intense.
yeah, so you know which one I'm talking about.
Picture it didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now on Google.
Turn around,
Why
Dylan.
is there a penguin?
Yeah,
Right.
I just seen that too.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
Boy, I tell you what.
Just fucking riddle it.
But God,
Okay, this mural is kind of creepy the longer I look at it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ian.
so you got like there's a dead little girl off to the right of it. It looks like a dead cheetah. Is that a cheetah?
That would be a leopard.
Is that the one with the gas man?
No, this
No.
one does not have the gas man in it yet. So this,
Okay.
like looking at this picture, you can kind of tell like whatever city, world, or whatever this place is, it's like tumbling down. Like there's a lot of shit just going on in this picture. The next one,
It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I feel fine.
But I don't.
so the next one is the gas man.
For those of you just joining us live on Facebook, we're currently discussing conspiracy theories and talking about the Denver, Colorado airport.
So I don't know if you've got this picture pulled up yet or not, Kat, but this one, it shows a
Is it
guy
the green army military dude?
with the rainbow at the top.
And the sword and the gun and Jesus Christ. This is intense.
Yeah, so this one, looking at it really closely, you can see behind the gas man. And Caleb, you should probably pull this up, and that way people can see what we're talking about.
I'll have to do a transition, but let's see here.
Is this like The Simpsons predictions, but in a mural or something?
Right. But if you look behind him, you can see like a trail of people,
I mean,
and it's mothers holding their deceased babies.
I think I found it.
But the one of the videos that I just put into Discord, that way y'all can watch whenever you want. But at the tip of
Okay.
the sword, he is stabbing a dove,
Yeah, I saw that.
and
For those
starting.
of you just joining us, and for those of you who are curious what we're looking at, right here is what they're talking about. Is the mural of the gas man. Um, you got the dove at the tip of the saber. You have the trail of gas with the mothers and the dying children right here, and the broken down city. Um, guys, if you want to look at the live stream, you'll see the picture that I've got pulled up.
Okay,
Uh,
but like, why would they put something so morbid in an airport?
Well,
that's the question. Nobody has the answer to. There's a reason they covered him up.
and it had. I'm thinking what it is like it has to be like the New World Order, which is like posted all throughout this airport. There is like dedication statues and plaques and stuff like that that have the New World Order.
I also want to go ahead and state in the video, thank you for Out There Colorado for uploading these pictures, so that way I don't get any like copyright strikes or anything. Is somebody loading a gun? What is that noise?
Ian's doing some shit over there. He's
Right.
breaking something like
What's new?
So
When am I
all
not
these
breaking
weird
shit?
pictures, like this may be a little just kind of out there, but like what if it was just some weird guy, that ran the place that just liked weird fucking pictures?
yeah,
I
but
mean, you're
putting
not
this
wrong.
in
I
putting
don't
this
know. It could be a depiction of World War III.
yeah, because I mean, the second picture of the gas man just like mm, you know
I mean,
balls out like sword gun like dead people like
people are all going to kill each other for oil.
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
Because the last photo we were talking about with the gas mask guy, those women that are holding their deceased children, they look like they're wearing headscarves.
So
Pull up
these
that
And
picture.
pictures
there's
are
been a lot of war and shit in the Middle East. Just saying.
Yeah.
these paintings are super offensive. So putting them in a big airport like Denver,
Especially with
that's going to offend a lot of people.
especially if you consider the fact of now weapons are not legal inside of an airport. It's kind of a big deal.
yeah,
So
But like I was saying with the dove that he's stabbing, most countries the dove signifies peace.
yep. So it's almost like they're stabbing or killing peace, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are so many different things. Let me see if I can pull up this picture here. Um,
I want to go explore the underground city.
Dude, we have one here in Tulsa, believe it or not.
I know, I've never gone to see it.
If you've read the House of Night series by PC Cast,
Yup.
Nope.
those actually take place here in Tulsa on
Yep.
Riverside.
Isn't that
Uh,
Vampire series or something?
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You read the vampire one where they take over Castle Hall?
Wait, what?
Do you don't remember that? That's the Marked series.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I need to read this
House
just
of
because
Night,
they're
Mark.
taking over.
Bro, I read this in
Castle.
like middle school. What?
Dude,
Yeah, I
I've
read
got
this stuff
3
like
books.
in middle school and high school.
Is
I've
there
got-
a bunch of hoes in it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
all the
Castle.
female. It's a bunch of female main characters, and they all sleep around and feel bad about it. You'd have loved it.
They were the original e-girls.
No, I'm making a joke because since Dylan and I went to Catholic school, there was I guess, a stigma about the 3 main Catholic schools in Tulsa, and Cassia Hall was known for being the slut school.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. That stigma's in there.
Goodness.
I
Well,
wanna read
pretty
it just
much.
like
interesting to tie into the whole Denver, Colorado thing is, have you guys ever actually listened to the lyrics of the song "Holiday" by Green Day?
Okay, that one was something completely different.
It does. It's not actually a part of the Denver, Colorado airport theory, but
Okay, I just want to clarify, like half of this stuff, like the Denver airport and him talking about Holiday by Green Day. Um, Me and one of my friends, we how do I say this on social media without us getting
Banned.
um I, I don't mm, I don't know how to say it. Hallucinated something.
Hallucinogenic.
Yeah. We'll
They
just
did
uh,
the fun thing and saw weird things.
pretty
dude.
much.
Oh,
It was the yummy fungus that makes you see the world like how small children see
okay. So
how chameleons see the fourth dimension.
yeah. So pretty much, can't stop here. This is backcountry kind of thing.
Yep.
But is that Ian again?
Ian, are you still with us?
Caitlin,
No,
Nope,
he
he
left.
left.
He's
Okay.
gone.
Yeah, he was telling me there was something wrong with Discord on his end, but he was also on a phone, so it kind of makes sense.
But we listened to Holiday by yeah, we listened to Holiday and we
Actually, you and I were talking about it because the person who initially introduced us or introduced me, but you already knew about the Denver, Colorado. We pointed out to him Holiday, and he freaked out when we told him about it.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
Yeah. So I got the lyrics pulled up. Let me get to where uh trying to find it.
Um, the lyrics for Holiday.
Okay. So here we go.
It's right after the representative from
Yeah,
California has the floor.
I got it. Do you got Google pulled up?
Yeah, I have
Tran
all the lyrics pulled up.
Okay, translate Slay Hail.
Sig Heil. It's
Seagull.
pretty much if you know your stuff about World War II. Sig Heil was
Mm.
hail,
So yeah,
raise
so it
hail.
says Say Heil to the President Gasman, bombs away his punishment, pulverize the Eiffel Tower, who criticize your government. Bang bang goes broken glass, and this is gonna be offensive, and I don't mean it. And kill all the fags that don't agree. So around this time when I was looking at this, Paris had just got bombed.
This is
Was
when
it?
that the kid who went in and set off a bomb in the gay club. The
No,
LGBT.
That was Los
No,
Angeles.
that was in Paris. It was um, no, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. There was the bomb in Paris, and then there was the attack on the LGBT club. It was in Florida.
Yeah,
So you had the
yeah.
bombs in Paris, you had the attack on the club in Florida. It was crazy.
And just like reading this and seeing how it lined up with everything that I was like looking into at that time, it just freaked me the hell out.
But also at the time, it didn't help that when we were really looking into it, I was in the Mandela Effect,
Oh yeah,
which
God.
was a band I was in where uh, obviously the band name was after a conspiracy theory, the Mandela Effect, and we spent half the time of practice discussing conspiracy theories and stupid stuff like that. Yeah. So it's just one of those kind of things that we were like, this would be something interesting to talk about.
Babe,
I'm busy.
Oh my.
have you put everything you want in the cart?
Are we
Can I
going
go
shopping?
ahead and order our food? I'm being ignored.
Ooh,
All right, take his food out of the cart then.
no food for you. Okay, so another conspiracy. Are we still on a Denver, or are we ready to move on?
No, I think we just like murdered that one.
Okay,
Yep.
so before I start reading some other things that I found here, do you guys have any that you want to bring up?
Kat, this was your idea.
Honestly, I don't know a lot of conspiracy theories, believe it or not.
Woman. Here's one. George Soros. Do any of you know who George Soros is?
Enlighten us, please.
It says Hungarian American investor George Soros has been the subject of conspiracy theories since the 1990s. Soros has used his wealth to promote many political, social, educational, and scientific causes, dispersing grants totaling an estimated 11 billion up to 2016. However, theories tend to assert that Soros is in control of a large portion of the world's wealth and governments, and that he secretly funds a large range of persons and organizations for nefarious purposes such as Antifa, which the conspiracy theorists claim is a single far left militant group. Such ideas have been promoted by Viktor Orban, Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, Joseph de Genova. Sorry if I mispronounced it incorrectly.
Yeah, because he's watching.
Yeah, totally. Bill O'Reilly, Roy Moore, Alex Jones, Paul
Alex Trebek.
Paul Gassar, and Ben Garrison. Soros' conspiracy theories are sometimes linked to anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. That's just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there could be a better way to find conspiracy theories. Hold on.
YouTube.
Yeah, but
I haven't dug too much into it, but there's a conspiracy theory on Owen Hart's death when he fell from way up high and landed on the ring.
who
Owen
was?
Hart, he was a wrestler, and
Yeah,
he died in a pay-per-view
yeah, he died on live
live
television.
TV. And there's a conspiracy theory. I forget who it was. Somebody seen the guy leaving from the Raptors of like messing with the equipment that Owen Hart uses to go down to the ring, and
Yep.
it malfunctioned and broke, and he fell and like hit the ring post or whatever on the way down, and pretty much died on site.
Yeah, because it like snapped his neck in half, if I remember right.
And they continued with the pay-per-view as well. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
See, that's not okay. Okay, so I pulled up an article from the Campus Chronicle ASU.com. The title is Here's Why Owen Hart's Death Was No Accident. And I will do a quick transition to show that I'm looking at this article here on their website. And transition back. Okay. So it says here on May 23rd, 1999, the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, experienced a tragedy that would forever change the course of their lucrative history. Legendary performer Owen Hart was set to make a dramatic entrance from the rafters of the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri, but it wasn't meant to be. Hart, performing under his blue blazer gimmick, was being lowered to the ring when his harness released him suddenly. As a result, he fell over 4 stories to his death. What made matters more hazy, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, chairman and CEO of WWF WWE, and other officials opted to keep the show going and not cancel the remaining airtime during the Over the Edge pay-per-view. Let's see here. It goes on to say Owen James Hart was born on May 7th, 1965 in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, to Stu and Helen Hart, the youngest of 12 children, alongside
Damn.
older brother Brett. Jeez.
God, his parents were busy.
Right? He was classified as one of the more gifted in-ring competitors in his generation. Hart won multiple championships throughout his short career. He's a former one-time USWA Unified World Heavyweight Champion, two-time WWF Intercontinental Champion, as well as a 4-time World Tag Team Champion. Despite all his accomplishments, Hart was growing increasingly frustrated with the direction of the company. With tensions coming to a head with rival promotion World Championship Wrestling, the WWF decided that a creative facelift would keep them afloat in the ratings during the mid 1990s. Dubbed the Attitude Era, this style of entertainment was presented as more smash mouth, raunchy, and flamboyant than the traditional stars of the 1980s. Uh, let's see. In November of 97, Hart's brother Brett was set to defend the World Championship against on-screen and backstage nemesis Shawn Michaels. There have been many different accounts as to what happened, but according to Owen himself, he, Davy Boy Smith, aka the British Bulldog, and Jim Neidhart,
Nineheart.
Neidhart,
Not hurt.
were waiting for a signal to interfere with the match, but the signal never came. Instead, while Brett was locked in the sharpshooter, McMahon ended the match prematurely and awarded the belt to Shawn Michaels. Apparently outraged, Brett, alongside the British Bulldog and Neidhart, left the WWF for the WCW. Apparently, it goes on to say, despite the controversy, Owen opted to finish his tenure with the company before jumping ship. After a brief sabbatical, he returned to action, but was sporting a darker, more mysterious look. In a YouTube video about the late wrestler Brian Zane of Wrestling with Regret, stated it was a cool take on his character. Right off the bat, fans could tell that something within him had changed, coined the Black Heart. This version of Owen was far more focused than that of his jubilant past gimmicks. Sorry, I'm not good with English.
So,
Apparently, after that fateful night in Kansas City, Missouri, many have come forth with their own personal theories as to what happened. Legendary wrestling manager Jim Cornette stated in an interview with ProWrestlingStories.com, Vince Russo didn't think Owen was comfortable with doing the stunt. Owen wasn't comfortable with it at all. With this and other accounts from witnesses that include the likes of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Jimmy Corderas, and Steve Austin. With all the hearsay that's been passed around for nearly 21 years, the best prediction is that Owen's death was an unfortunate event that may not have been accidental. Here's why. Some believe this was done intentionally. During the time of the 90s, wrestling was reaching a fever pitch and things had to change. Hart and his siblings were philosophically against the changes. After Owen's contract was set to expire, it was widely believed that he was going to retire or go to WCW like his brothers. Not wanting to lose another gifted worker, McMahon and the company felt the need to retaliate. Popular opinion is that the harness was set to lower Owen into the arena, or is that the harness that was set to lower Owen into the arena was rigged. According to his wife Martha, he was hooked up to a makeshift contraption that had a quick release meant for the real purpose. No one truly knows what happened in the Kemper Arena that night. Hart tragically passed, but what we do know is that it was an unnecessary fatality that affected the lives of millions. Was man trying to prove a point against a better judgment of his talent? Or was it an honest mistake that could have been corrected? Or was it cold-blooded murder?
I think the homie was just tired of living and he was like, this is my time.
Damn.
I
He's
don't
like,
know.
how do you never be forgotten?
Fall 90 feet into the floor and splat like a fucking melted egg.
God damn. God, Dylan.
ouch.
Bro,
Holy
you need to
hell.
calm down with that.
But see, I don't see.
Homie was up in the air and looking down and was like, oh my god, these people, these are my I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Look at that bitch. She's shoving fried chicken up her pussy.
Whoa, okay, hold on now.
That's a real thing. That was a news article. A woman got arrested in a super center because she took a chicken and put it up there, bro.
Rotisserie?
Does it
I don't know if it
matter?
was rotisserie or what, bro, but it was real.
Does it matter?
I'm curious now.
Oh my
But
goodness.
no, see, I think with that whole Owen Hart shit, like, I feel like Vince has always been so shady since he got the company.
Vince
Not gonna lie.
is a evil man. You know, if you watch all the wrestlers talk about him, they always give him a voice. You know, he sounds all evil, like he's Satan or something, right? But that's because that's how he really talks, and that's because he actually is a really evil man.
Well, yeah, he owns like what's the net worth of WWE today?
Let's find out.
I'm not sure, but something like to know about him is like for the longest time, WWE didn't really have like some kind of medical insurance or whatever for the wrestlers. How they got around that is because they were independent contractors.
Yep.
So while you got to see all these football players, basketball players, and everybody else have all this great insurance and medical plans and everything, the guys in wrestling who, do this weekly, on TV and off TV, get hurt all the time, had to take care of all of this by themselves.
According to this, just to interrupt, as of 2020, the WWE net worth is listed as 5.71 billion.
Mm-hmm.
That's not as big as, video games and porn.
Well, of course. I mean, just for the just for the shits and giggles. Apparently, as of August 2020, in the way of if we go to, for instance, porn, apparently Pornhub has a net worth of 1.5 billion.
No, I'm talking the porn industry, not just Pornhub. Pornhub
Okay.
is not all that is out there.
Let's
we
see
went
here.
from
Adult
talking about-
entertainment industry.
The adult entertainment industry article says here is often said that porn is a blank billion-dollar industry or billion industry. A recent article published by business news site Quartz tends to agree. The article places the industry's value at anywhere between 6 and 97 billion, with the more realistic estimates ranging from 6 to 15 billion. Well, let's see. Let's see how much the gaming industry has.
That's a dead one.
Actually, in 2017, the U.S. game industry as a whole was worth 18.4 billion.
Oh.
Currently, it is estimated to reach $230 billion by 2022.
Well, yeah, if we still are living in the Rona era, yeah.
But currently, as it stands, they're estimated to generate about $159.3 billion in revenue just this year. So,
You ought to see how much Fortnite is worth, or like League of Legends, or
what is
like
the net worth
Counter-Strike
of Fortnite? As of 2020, Fortnite franchise is estimated to be worth $2 billion. CSGO. What is CSGO net worth? 200 billion. What's another one you said?
League of Legends, CS:GO, Fortnite, Dota 2.
League of Legends net worth, according to right now, said to be around 15 bill. The company
I
itself.
wonder how
is
much
estimated
money there is in
21.
skins alone.
Dude, probably half of that, at least. I mean, it's crazy to think about that all these industries get so much money.
Who wants to help create a video game?
I mean, I'm down.
What kind of video game?
Yeah.
Know something that'll make us money?
Right. It's called push the button and don't push the button.
It's called watching paint dry.
You know what's sad? Is there's probably at least 100 people out there that would pay for that game.
Probably. Because, I mean, pretty much nowadays, everybody just it's like, this looks stupid. I'm intrigued.
I mean, would you guys agree?
Look at freaking Tiger King.
That people are
Don't
stupid.
get me started on that.
That people will follow the stupidest things. They get
Yeah.
entertained.
Tiger King is not stupid.
Really?
Tiger King is the king of stupid.
You know what? You're the queen.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I went there. Dude, poop face.
That was mean.
I know. Oh,
Oh, she left.
Come back. Baby, come back.
You can blame it
Blame it on me. Baby, come back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna have a lot of input on this conspiracy theory because I disassociated for most of you reading it, Caleb.
Yeah, I have a feeling everybody's gonna want to skip past it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Um, okay, so anybody got any good topics? Anything they want to discuss?
Let's podcast about stuff.
Yeah, what we're supposed to be doing.
I know.
And like, if you want to talk about something, you want to go super controversial, like something the media is just not putting any coverage on.
Yes.
I'm
You want to
intrigued.
talk about that 5-year-old that just got fucking blapped in the back of the head in front of his two sisters?
Wait,
what?
what?
Oh yeah, check that out. There's this fucking 5-year-old kid. According to the article, he rolled through his neighbor's yard, and his neighbor put a fucking gun to the back of his head and blew his brains out in front of
Oh
his
wait,
kid,
I
in
think I
front of
seen
his
it. Was it?
sisters, and nobody's covering it.
Was
Uh,
it
you
a
talking about
little
North
like
Carolina?
5-year-old?
Yeah, he was a little 5-year-old riding his bike, got the dick, cause fuck you.
Okay, hang on. What is? I don't
Yeah,
want to
I've seen that
subscribe.
earlier.
I don't
I
want to
mean, if we
subscribe.
want to get into stuff like that, just think about all the stuff that the news isn't covering in general because COVID.
Okay, so I've got the news article pulled up right here. It says North Carolina man accused of shooting 5-year-old neighbor in head at point blank range. According to this, yes, Marcus, I am busy. Right now, I'm podcasting. Yeah, I'm recording, so all this is going in there. Sorry, bud. Uh, according to this, he was accused of shooting his 5-year-old neighbor in the head at point blank range. Um, and okay, I'm just go away. All right. He was arrested after fleeing the scene, is in custody. According to this, they're saying no possible motive for the shooting has been released, but apparently it was not random. Let's see here. It states here he told the guy who shot the kid that during a virtual hearing on Tuesday he had the right to represent himself, hire a lawyer, he could ask for a court-appointed lawyer. Um, the guy said he wanted to try and hire a lawyer, according to this. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any more information in here about it. Oh, that's just wrong. Apparently his sisters, both ages 8 and 7, saw it.
Oh,
Poor things.
they're scarred for life.
That's gonna be some real expensive therapy.
Well,
Yep.
apparently the guy who did it just ran up to the boy, put the gun near his head, and fired. And then ran back to his house.
Not near it, to the back of it.
Well, this is a witness. They didn't see straight on what happened. Man, this is... Oh, that is so messed up. Like, why? Why would you... What pushes you to do something of that nature? That is just not okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like... I don't know.
People are sick.
They are. That is very true.
Yeah, I mean, what pushes anybody to kill somebody? No matter what age.
I don't know. I see stuff like that, and it aggravates me, you know?
Yep.
But I mean, going off of that, I mean, just think of everything else that the media isn't covering because of COVID. COVID is like the ultimate cover up right now.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure if we looked into it, how many bills have been passed right under our nose right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, that actually brings up something I looked up before. So I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about this before. So a couple of weeks ago, they did an interview with the governor or mayor of Tulsa or whatever. And in Tulsa County, there was in Tulsa County, we have over 600,000 residents, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they did this interview with him, he said there have been a total of 6,000 people that have tested positive. Out of those 6,000 people, 5,000 have recovered. Do the math. 6,000 of 600,000? they're trying to say this is this is really high numbers, this and that. It's a big problem. If you do the math, that's 1%. 1% of our population that tested positive. And out of that 1%, over 90% of them were fine. They recovered. At that time, they were recovered. But they're making it out to be this big, ginormous thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I will be the first to admit that this is a serious thing for those who are truly affected. My dad had it twice, and I saw what it did to him.
I'm high risk.
It's one of those things that if you're high risk, yeah, it's not okay. It realistically, the coronavirus is a virus that has been around for a very long time. You can look it up in medical books that have been around for over 50 years. It's always existed. It is an upper respiratory infection.
That's just what coronaviruses are in general. This is just a different strain.
It's just a different strain. So those who get affected by it, yeah, it's bad. It's an upper respiratory infection. It affects your lungs, your breathing,
But I mean, I'm at risk if I get the flu.
and that sucks. That is not a. That's I'm sorry. I really am. I just want to point out. I'm not trying to ignore what you're saying.
No, I'm saying like, yeah, corona is bad. Any sickness is bad, but at the same time, us people who are at high risk for coronavirus, we're high risk all year round.
And it's just it got blown. What's happened is it's been blown out of proportion so bad that all the news medias are centrally focused on this one thing because what happens when say you have a group of 1,000 people and 900 of those people are focused on one thing? You think they're going to notice what the other 100 people are doing? They won't, because they're centrally focused on the one thing. So those 100 people could literally kill each other, and it wouldn't be until after they're done that the 900 people actually see what happened.
I mean, like, I just Googled what are some of the news events that haven't been in the media because of the pandemic. First thing that pops up is 4 US senators were accused of insider trading as the coronavirus began to spread across the country. The FBI is reportedly investigating and they haven't been charged with any crimes.
What the hell?
What the hell?
I just I can't stand things like this because it's just like it's literally blatantly out there in front of you that you're being distracted on purpose, and they're ignoring that. It has been pointed. You're ignoring the big thing right in front of you.
It's because the news is corrupt. I mean, fucking.
Yep. It's what controls all of us.
Yeah, so like what was it? Who was fucking one of those actors who made a very good point. If you don't watch the news, you're uninformed. If you do watch the news, you're misinformed.
When we had the news, when we had cable TV, you know what I watched on the news?
The weather.
Exactly. That's it.
That's what I used it for.
The minute the weather was over, I changed the channel because I don't care. You're going to sit here and tell me a bunch of things that you wanted me to hear so you can instill fear and control. The number one thing that people, everybody probably knows by now is how do you control? The easiest? Fear. Not respect, not honor, but fear. That's the quickest way to control.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
And unfortunately, I know this from personal experience because I have used fear before. And I didn't like it. I try not to, but
I mean,
it's out there.
shit, though. I mean, all the information about Jeffrey Epstein stopped going around as soon as coronavirus started.
I wonder why that
because
is.
that was so freaking prominent. Like, didn't matter what you were on, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, didn't matter. It was there. Something about Jeffrey Epstein was on it.
I mean, on my Facebook right now, there's a trending hashtag, something along with like "Save the Children" or something like that.
Yeah,
See if I can find it.
that's going on to with mine too right now. But somebody actually looked into hashtag Save the Children,
Save
and
our children.
everyone's doing Save the Children, Save Our Children, all of this. But hold on, let me pull it up. Do.
And it has to. It's basically going along with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff because it's about saving children from trafficking.
Yeah, but if you look at the people that it's being organized by, it's all the people that are, you know, the main problem with sex trafficking.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, the media is using COVID as a way to cover that up because government officials are a part of it. A lot of our actors that we know and love are a part of it.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment.
And honestly, I don't believe Jeffrey Epstein was even that important within the entire thing. He was just the sacrificial lamb.
Oh, and look at this. 12 hours ago, posted on Rolling Stones. What is hashtag Save the Children and why did Facebook block it?
Isn't Save the Children about fucking Wayfair? Or is that Hillary Clinton's new campaign?
No, Save the Children has to do with Wayfair too.
Yeah, I love the fact that Hillary Clinton's like, oh yeah, there's so many sex traffickers, we need to stop them. Hillary, Hillary, stop. Hillary, it's too late.
I mean, if we really want to go into this kind of topic, I mean, we could always talk about Tulsa's number one.
Alexander Sweet. He popped some stuff about him popped up on my Facebook today too. Apparently he's on
Mine
the prowl
too.
again.
You're welcome, because
Guess
that was
who's
me that was
back?
sharing that shit.
Oh, that's right. It
Because
was you.
he's
It wasn't even from you. It was from somebody else.
Oh, and don't forget
I've
about
been
the
sharing it.
don't forget about the hotel that's right next to the Hillcrest hospital.
What?
Oh, there's a full-on like brothel in Tulsa.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's
I
several.
wouldn't doubt it.
I mean,
Hashtag Godivas.
it's
No,
Tulsa.
you don't understand. It's right next to the hospital. There's a conspiracy theory that they send dead children to it.
What?
Oh yeah. Like there's supposedly an agreement because they're technically on hospital property.
Yeah.
The hospital owns that land. They know they're there. And there's a theory that kids who die in that hospital go to that hospital or go to that hotel.
Dude, that just got dark real quick.
Oh, bro, it's wild.
Sounds like it.
I used to live next to it.
Oh, there's a. If you guys want a different conspiracy theory, there's one going around on TikTok right now.
Oh God. You...
Save Britney Spears.
What? What is happening with good old Britney bitch now?
I
It's
don't know
Britney,
all the
bitch.
details, but basically there's a belief that like Britney Spears is being held against her will or something. Someone like commented on one of her videos saying like if you're in trouble or if you need help, wear a yellow shirt in your next video, and she did.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
what brought this on? Like, did something?
she does not look okay in her videos on TikTok. Like,
I mean, I don't have TikTok, so I wouldn't know. So
like
Yeah.
she looks like she's either back on drugs or she's in like a severely abusive relationship or something. Because you know girls when you see them and they're in bad relationships.
Yeah.
What? What did I just watch?
let's see. Don't do that. There we go. Oh boy.
With her past, it's hard to figure that out.
It is
Yeah.
kind of because I mean she has been known to kind of go out and Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's another conspiracy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about how Britney Spears is crazy. Sorry, I'm sorry. That was mean. I'm sorry. Ugh, I'm a terrible human being, guys. It's great.
All right, so are we gonna address the elephant in the room?
All
Hi.
right, what's the elephant? Is that a fat joke?
No.
What's the
Biology
elephant?
student has been announced for crossing a weed plant with strawberries.
9/11 was an inside job.
Oh
I
my.
mean, is that even a conspiracy anymore?
Yes, it still is.
No,
It's
like
never ended.
haven't we pretty much proven that?
That it was an inside job, technically,
Yeah.
but they'll still deny it.
How
Well,
about the fact that the U.S. government finally admitted to there being
UFOs and just screwed
aliens
it
and
over.
UFOs, and we
9/11
just
was an inside
Nobody
job.
ignored
cared.
it? Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Because why would aliens want to talk to us? Why? Like, give me one good reason.
I'm not saying they need to come talk to us. I'm just saying that it's about time they finally admitted to it. Let's
I
go
mean,
Let's go find them.
They no, because
Smokey's brother Gunny wants to remind you that only you can prevent communism.
oh my gosh. No, I mean,
I could have already told you that aliens existed. You really
Oh, I knew they
think
did too. I just
like it is arrogant to believe that we are the highest life form or
But
the
guys-
only life forms out there.
But guys,
dude,
guys,
we are like the shrimp of life forms.
We're
Humans
nothing.
humans are stupid. I'm sorry. I know that we're all human here. But
Speak for
I mean,
yourself.
right.
but aliens.
But
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. We are not the brightest crayons in the box. I mean, look at half the shit that's being done.
She's not wrong. Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right, Caleb, what is next on your fancy dancy list?
I actually don't
On
have a
the
list.
handy dandy notebook.
I don't. In regards to our alien talk, Shell Mud says, "I'm an alien. Speak for yourself."
Right?
Wait, who said that?
Shell Mud,
Who's that?
you're friends with them on Facebook. They just sent me a friend request.
They just sent me a friend request. I don't know who it is.
Well, why don't you message him and find out?
I thought, see, by the profile picture, I thought it was Shelby.
It
from,
is.
Oh, it is?
Yes,
Okay.
it's her.
Hey. Hey, Shelby. Hey.
She commented, "It's Shelby."
Okay, I'm sorry. Filters throw me off. I think it was.
So, for those of you who are curious as to who we're talking about, and for those of you currently in podcast Shorty Thrash Bubblegum, Shelby is a person who works at the place where we practice.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
ah,
Yeah, where we have band practice. She's cool. Although she looks like she might be having a seizure in her truck when she's out there jamming out to her music.
Dude, I'm telling you, she was getting it the other night to What Does the Fox Say?
Oh God.
Bro, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out right now. I don't even care. Like, half the
Oh my
noises
goodness.
that were coming out of that car, I believe she's alien now.
But like going back to governments finally saying, yeah, aliens exist. They've also said that yeah, astral projection is a thing.
I'd fuck with
Yes.
alien and while astral projecting.
Yep, and then we could walk by and say, "Yep, there goes the guy. There goes that guy. Fucked an alien once."
While astral projecting.
Uh, astral projection is real, and you have to be very careful when attempting to do so.
I know it's real, but it's them finally saying, yeah, this is a thing.
Yup, stuff can be dangerous.
Ooga chaka.
Ooga chaka.
ooga chaka.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
No.
I was just about to say that.
I was waiting on Jesse to say one of us. Keep the ooga chaka going. We kind of had a rhythm going there.
I thought we were about to start singing. that song.
I can't stop this feeling.
That's like low key. That's like a legit favorite song of mine.
Well, Loki, you still need to come to karaoke with us.
All right, get me drunk. I'm gonna go sing that.
Done.
Done. We still need to get Dylan out to karaoke with us too.
And Cat. Well, Cat's been to karaoke, but all she does is dance. She don't sing.
I'm not getting on that stage and singing.
You don't have to get on the stage. Sit at your seat and sing.
I'm not singing in front of a bunch of people into that microphone.
I've heard you sing. You got a purty voice. What that mouth do, though?
Talk shit.
Okay, so while we have a viewer, let's go to our viewer. Do you have a conspiracy theory that you think would be something interesting to discuss, Shelby? We'll give her a second because it's kind of delayed.
So?
Shelby says, "I like the way you talk."
Thanks.
Don't forget the butter.
It's getting weird in here.
You want some butter on them biscuits? Mm.
Well, yes, I would.
You can't have biscuits.
Me to butter those biscuits.
Big boy, you better come over here and butter these biscuits.
Oh, I'm gonna butter your biscuits.
Cat, I think that's our cue to leave.
We're gonna go, Steph. Let's go start our own podcast. Leave these nerds.
Mustard and biscuits? What? Hold.
What?
Why would you put mustard on? No.
I mean, don't knock it till you try it.
Have you tried it?
No, but I'll try it.
You nasty
what?
motherfucker.
I want you to go into your kitchen right now, open a can of biscuits, and put them in the oven. When they're done, you pull them out, you put mustard on them, and you tell me how they taste.
I don't have any biscuits.
You got a half hour to get to Walmart right fucking now.
Winco is 24/7, and it's closer to me.
I mean, what are you waiting for?
You still got a time limit. 30 minutes. Go.
He's like, now hold on a second. How are you?
I'm not giving up my great parking spot in my apartment.
So, Shelby, you say mustard and biscuits, but you haven't tried it either? What?
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 Now, you can't...
You can't be throwing weird stuff out like that you haven't tried.
Winco is cheaper, too. I've never been.
Yep. Yeah, go there. It's way better.
It's in the old Toys R Us building.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me, a lot of me.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
You feel better, Dylan?
No.
Oh. Well, let me see if I can work one up, too. And then get yelled at about it later. Well, let's see here. What can we find conspiracy wise? Oh, I just exited Facebook because I'm a jacker. Y'all was saying butter and biscuits, so in a hick accent, you gotta say mustard and biscuits. Happy? I said it.
Mustard and biscuits.
Dylan, you want to say mustard and biscuits in a southern accent?
No.
Oh, come on.
I love
Listen,
me
all I know
biscuits.
is that I am terrified of individuals that dip honey butter chicken biscuits from Whataburger into ranch.
Whoa.
Then I'm not talking just like a little bit. I'm talking like a full-on duh.
Full on dunk. Oh.
So it looks like a limp biscuit.
They did it for the nookie.
Come on.
Sometimes I just wake up and I want to break stuff.
You know? A conspiracy on mermaids.
Mermaids.
Ooh.
Aquaman was awesome.
You got my attention, mermaids.
Mermaids are just manatees seen by horny sailors.
You're a
They do have a
manatee seen by
clitoris.
horny sailors.
God, there's so much burping.
Sorry,
Uh,
I'm gassy.
So
At least it's not coming on my ass.
Ursula did not steal Ariel's voice in the original story. She cut her tongue out.
Ooh. I mean, if y'all want to get on the topic of grim fairy tales and the originals, how
Ooh,
they went.
dark Disney, yo.
All right, let's do this.
Aren't there a bunch of conspiracy theories around Disney?
Yes.
Yes, there
And
are.
shit, if I was
they
a mermaid, I wouldn't want to talk to land fucking lovers.
So
Real
if
talk.
let's look at this. So the original Grimm fairy tales.
Which
Um,
I still want in my collection so bad.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's think about some of the fairy tales that are out there. Um, Cinderella, for instance.
Fake.
Well,
The
obviously they're fake.
stepsisters cut their toes off to fit into the shoes.
Yup.
Yup.
I mean, I could totally see that. I mean, women do that shit, today.
Plastic surgery. Not gonna lie, I've thought about it.
Let's
For
see
your
here.
feet?
Yeah, I got big ass feet.
Yeah, I know. I got skis for feet.
You're telling me you haven't thought about chopping off a couple of toes just to have some daintier looking feet?
Yeah.
That's all
have
I'm
That's
gonna
what I
say is you're
thought.
gonna look like you're from Family Guy, and I'm gonna fucking comment on that.
Okay,
I don't
so
need toes.
who remembers how Snow White ended? Not the original Grimm, but Snow White, the Disney cartoon.
Bitches are dead.
Fucking.
Prince kisses her and she wakes up from her eternal sleep or some shit.
Well, first the prince slays Maleficent. Because she turns into that big ass dragon.
Wrong fairy tale. We're talking about Snow White.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh.
No,
That's
that's
not Maleficent.
that's Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
You're
shit.
thinking of the evil queen.
Well, okay, so the lady from Snow White still turns into a dragon.
No, she doesn't.
She does not.
She's an old hag. She
Okay.
turns herself into a little old lady
Well,
Okay.
to get her to
So-
eat the apple.
in the original actual fairy tale by the Grimm brothers, um, the actual ending is that Snow White is awoken from the poisoned sleep by the prince. They get married, and to punish the wicked queen, they actually made her dance in a pair of red hot iron shoes, and she couldn't stop until she fell over dead.
I want to know if there's any truth behind some of the fairy tales.
I don't know.
Hold on. Hold that thought. Food just got here. I gotta go answer the door.
Okay, well, while you do that, Shelby says to talk about Lion King when Simba says to the sky, aka his dad that he sees in the sky, you said you
already
would
know
always
what
be
she's
there
talking
for me, and you're not, and then and falls, then the dust flies up, and it actually spells sex. Did you guys see that in a cartoon?
Yes.
I did not, but I
Yep.
haven't watched Lion King since I was a kid.
Watch it, you'll see it.
Yeah, it's when Simba is pretty well grown up, and
Yeah.
he's like,
Is that when he's like walking through? It's all dark and everything. He's kind of like depressed.
Yeah, and
Well-
he's on the cliff, and he talks to his
Talking
dad. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he just falls, collapses to the ground, since dust
Simba.
flying up.
And then boom shakalaka, Rafiki shows up.
Oh yeah.
Rafiki was my
I'm gonna
favorite.
go watch that movie now just because I loved it.
Movie night.
Okay, I'm
Excuse
back.
me.
Dude, let's all get on Discord one night. One person streams a movie,
Stream The Lion King.
but we all are on our headsets talking shit.
Do
Ooh,
some.
no.
What is
Oh.
that show? Mystery
Science
movie
theater.
theater.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mystery
okay.
Science Theater.
Okay, I got this for you guys. So when it comes to Disney, I actually found on a website that talks about the Disney fairy tales, and the real dark endings. So in the original Snow White that we saw, the queen dies falling down a cliff. Snow White and her Prince Charming were married after he saved her life, and they live happily ever after. As we know, as I said, she was forced to dance in a pair of red hot iron shoes. In The Little Mermaid, what we saw is that Ariel turns into a human, complete with human legs, permanently by her father, and gets married to Prince Eric to live happily ever after. The original ending,
It's much darker.
Yes, we have all seen Little Mermaid as a kid. In Hans Christian Andersen's version, the mermaid makes a deal to get legs at the cost of her voice to see the prince. True. But what we weren't told is that the mermaid would die if she can't get the prince to marry her. Plus, the price of having human legs was that every step she took caused excruciating amounts of pain. Towards the end, Ariel was told that she could be a mermaid again if she kills the prince. Instead, she committed suicide.
Doesn't she turn into a sea
Wow.
foam?
Yep. Pocahontas. What we saw is that John Smith asks Pocahontas to come with him, but she chooses to stay with their tribe, so he leaves without her.
In
Actually,
reality, Pocahontas is like, what, 14 years old?
Yep.
yep. So it says in 1613, Pocahontas was captured by the English during Anglo-Indian hostilities and held for ransom. Later, tobacco planter John Rolfe took special interest in her and married her in 1614, in the first recorded marriage between a European and a Native American. 2 years later, Pocahontas is pronounced as a symbol of hope for peace and good relations between the English and the Native Americans. John Smith, her lover in the Disney movie we have seen, was far from real in the original story. Sadly, she died at the age of 21 in a not so happy ending. Um, Tangled. Rapunzel. What we saw in the movie was Rapunzel's magical tears saved the prince's life and they end up getting married. The original version of Rapunzel, who's trapped by the Dame Gothel, an evil witch in a tower, lets her hair down for her prince who's enchanted by her voice and asks her to marry him. But before they could escape, Rapunzel gets knocked up by the prince, and the witch figures it out, who then chops off Rapunzel's hair and throws her out into the wilderness. When the prince shows up to see her, the witch dangles Rapunzel's cut off hair to lure him and tells him that Rapunzel is dead. Let's see. I'm looking for ones that are really kind of.
Walt Disney's frozen underneath Disneyland.
That was hot.
I'm just gonna start like randomly saying shit.
uh, Cinderella. In the original, Cinderella got married to Prince Charming and live happily ever after. Apparently, there are two previous Cinderella stories, which are both grotesque to say the least. One of them, written in the 17th century, Cinderella kills her evil stepmother by slamming a lid of a chest on her throat, which broke her neck. In the Brothers Grimm, stepsisters chop off their feet to fit the glass shoe. When it's uncovered, the little birds that follow Cinderella around pecked the evil stepsister's eyes out.
Yep, that's the one I'm familiar with.
Good, they deserved it. They were bitches.
The one you were thinking about, babe, was Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty. We saw is that the prince kisses Sleeping Beauty after he defeats a dragon, then dances with her awakened self. They get married and live happily ever after.
The end.
In the original story, a king came along, saw her, and found that she was unconscious. He calls out to her, and she didn't respond. He carries her to her bed and raped her. When she finally woke up,
Whoa.
she'd already given birth to twins. This marks
That
the
was the
re-entry of
one
the
I was
king.
thinking of. I was trying to figure out which one is where they have twins.
Here's the messed up part. When he comes back, despite the fact that he had done that, they end up falling in love. And while the king is married to someone else, so when the wife found out, she rages in fury and not only tries to have the twins killed, cooked, and served to the king, but also tried to burn the princess. Anyways, she fails, and the king and the princess get married and apparently live happily ever after. That's
Alright,
messed up. Uh,
I mean, at least in one of them they live happily ever after.
whoa, Peter Pan.
Oh yeah, that one's dark.
Apparently, so what we saw at the ending of Peter Pan is he teaches kids how to fly and go on great adventures. Actually, he isn't the lovable boy who never grows up, teaches other kids to fly. Instead, he takes pride in killing pirates and brags about chopping off Captain Hook's hand. Not just that, if anyone breaks that rule of never growing up in Neverland, he goes about mostly murdering them.
Yeah, I read a theory recently that the pirates in Neverland are actually the kids that grew up.
See, that actually is an interesting thought. It's kind of creepy if you think about it.
Going off of that, and this is just my thought,
Yeah.
the pirates aren't evil. They're just trying to rescue the kids from the wrath of Peter Pan.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Because there's also a theory that Peter Pan is actually the person that guides the spirits of deceased children, but
Right.
he's not letting them go to the afterlife.
He's trying to keep them in a place where they can never grow up.
Yep.
Man, that's intense.
Well, there goes my childhood.
Oh, I'm into the dark Disney shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard some of these.
Well, that was nice.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sushi burps.
They're the best. All right. Well, that's I think pretty much sums up the Disney talk. What's next, guys?
We were really unprepared tonight.
Apparently.
Well, I mean, we were under the assumption that we were able to find some good conspiracy theories, but the problem is there's really not a whole lot out there. I guess.
While we were talking, I was looking up a couple. There, you guys remember that massive ass tornado in Joplin several years back?
Yeah.
I think it was like 2011 or 2012.
Right.
If you said the tornado was a conspiracy, I swear to God, I will drive to your house.
Oh, 100%. The tornado is a conspiracy. There is a conspiracy theory
Goodness.
that massive tornado, because like it got up to like 200 miles an hour or something like that. That tornado was created by the military
What?
to
No.
cover up something.
No. What? No. I don't believe it.
First off, how? Like,
Um,
I want to know
some-
how possible.
Somewhere in Alaska, there is a military base that somehow managed to do that.
I'm sorry, I have to second that I don't believe a lick of that. Because.
I'm sorry,
I
Kat.
found it on the internet.
Do you believe everything you read on the internet?
No.
That's okay.
You guys want a conspiracy theory? I gave you a conspiracy theory.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is.
You're not wrong. I will agree there. I put insert foot into mouth.
I mean, we do spend a lot of money on warfare technology, so why not have a machine that makes really big tornadoes?
You know.
So, I mean, I personally think it might be possible, knowing our government.
Ooh.
I mean, the government's already proven they have no issues with killing a bunch of people. 9/11.
Yep,
How is it we always
oil.
wind up back there?
because that's the biggest known one.
Yup.
Or we could talk about how the moon landing is fake and that the moon is fake.
Oh my god.
And the Earth is flat.
We're not getting into the Earth is flat. We're not. No. No.
So flat.
Okay, I have a big debate. Big question.
Okay.
Did or did not Courtney Love kill Kurt?
She totally-
Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about that.
I know Nirvana killed my ears.
Shut the hell
No,
up.
no.
No.
No, Nirvana didn't do that. It was Puddle of Mud when they tried to cover that song.
Well, that was terrible too.
But no, I actually don't know a whole lot about that conspiracy theory.
So, okay.
His suicide letter is not even in his damn handwriting. It's in Courtney Love's handwriting.
So Courtney and Kurt had kind of an off and on, like a back and forth kind of a relationship, from what I've
She was
looked up.
just pissed because he was more famous than she was. Nobody wanted a drugged out slut on their fucking movies, shows, ears, nothing.
Yeah, they wanted a drugged out, whiny guy instead.
Oh yeah, I'd take the dude over the lady any day.
Excuse me. What?
Drugged out females get weird, man.
So you'd rather have a tweaked out dude?
I wouldn't. Kurt was starting to get his life straightened out before he died. He was starting to get off the drugs because he was just a newly
No, he
dad.
wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was off and on the entire time he was in Nirvana, babe.
Yeah, when he was
Either
but
way.
towards the end, he was starting to kind of clean up.
Either way, I mean, if you look into the actual death of Kurt Cobain, there are too many things that point away from suicide.
And the shotgun.
For one, it was a 12 gauge shotgun. Now, anybody who knows guns, Dylan, you know a decent amount about guns, yes?
Stop.
You know a decent amount about guns, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesse, do you know a decent amount about guns?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is it physically possible for someone to put a 12 gauge barrel into their mouth, or a 12 gauge shotgun barrel into their mouth and pull the trigger with their hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
It also depends
Yes.
on the length of the barrel.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
very
because I
important.
mean, you could have a sawed-off 12 gauge,
No,
Well,
no,
it's-
you don't even need
and then
that.
there's I was gonna see my Mossberg 12 gauge I could do it with.
But if it would be one thing if it's like one of those types of shotguns. I mean, if it were like a old school like birdshot fucking hunting shotgun
Okay.
that's got
What kind
3
of
foot.
shotgun was it? Do you know?
It was
He's
a
pulling
12 gauge barrel shotgun.
That doesn't help anybody.
Like, do you know how long it was?
What model? Was it double barrel? Was it magazine fed?
Okay. So it was a Remington Model 11, actually 20 gauge shotgun.
Model 11?
Yes.
You said Remington.
Yes. Remington Model 11 20 gauge shotgun.
Oh yeah, you could for sure put that in your mouth. 100% could put that in your mouth and pull the trigger.
So they're typically up to 30 inches.
That's the entire length of the gun.
Okay. So
That
is it
not a very long gun?
so it is possible for someone to put it in their mouth and pull the trigger at the same time?
Oh yeah, that one. Yes.
Okay.
100%. 100%.
So the reason that this series has been going on for so long now, and people have tried to disprove it, is that apparently, from what I've heard, is that the suicide was apparently between Courtney and Kurt at the same time, that they planned to kill themselves. There were two different types of cigarette butts in the ashtray in the room. There were two different types of handwriting on the suicide note. And for him to just off himself didn't seem appropriate.
That's how it normally goes. Did anybody see fucking Robin Williams?
No. I don't know. I still think she did it, but again, there are now knowing the actual gun, it does make kind of sense that it is possible that he may have done it.
And 100%, if it was supposed to be a suicide pact, yeah. You don't understand the gore involved with blowing your brains out with a shotgun. It is not pretty. It is a messy sight.
Oh yeah.
Skull pieces, brain pieces everywhere.
The back of your head splits open like a fucking melon to a hammer.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, if I saw that, I might, shit my pants and go, wow, that's not how I want to go.
Now really thinking about it, it is possible. I mean, it's not the first time I've heard about somebody.
It's also totally
chickening out.
possible that she convinced him to commit suicide too.
That is
Well,
possible, yes.
I've put people on suicide watch many
I mean,
times.
you know who Mayhem is? The black metal band.
Heard of it.
Okay, okay. The one of the original singers killed himself in
Damn.
that band with a shotgun. His name was Dead. He loved the smell of death. He would
Wait,
bury
wait,
his
wait,
clothes
wait.
before.
Are you talking about the death metal band from the one that they made the movie about?
Well, it's the beginnings of black metal.
Yes. Okay, I know exactly what you're
Band.
talking about.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah. He slit his wrist. That didn't work. So he walked around. He grabbed the shotgun and eventually blew his brains out.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
so well, here's another thing about the whole Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love. Prior to his death, Kurt Cobain went to his lawyer and had Courtney Love removed from his will.
Hmm.
And after that was done, Courtney Love went and she told her lawyer she wanted to find the meanest and most vicious divorce lawyer she could get her hands on.
I mean, like, I could totally see her talking him into doing it, because I remember several years back, there was this huge outrage because this girl convinced her male best friend to kill himself.
I remember that.
It's crazy.
Did she go to jail for it?
I don't
Prison?
remember they were trying to send her to jail for it. He blew his brains out in his truck, if I remember correctly.
Jeez.
And I think they were like high school age.
Yeah.
See, it's sad to think about that, you know.
I think they were dating.
I think so. I think you're right. I think they were a couple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find the information on it.
Yeah. Just crazy, sad.
Yep.
They were dating.
They were dating, and there's a recent article from January of this year. She was convicted of manslaughter. She was she's 23 years old, so she's my age. She served a 15-month sentence and was released more than 3 months early.
So, we just got a question. Babe, do you think you can look this up while I do something real quick? The question
No.
is, did they release any pictures after Kurt killed himself?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I know there's a picture of Dead when he killed himself. That's because his bandmates took the picture and put it as an album cover.
Well,
So
yeah, that was a
there
request of his, if I remember right.
there are pictures.
There are.
You can get on Google and actually Google them. They don't go like all in depth with it. They don't show Kurt's, they don't show his like full on body.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Nope, just kidding. They do.
Really?
Yeah. Looking right at it.
Okay then.
Okay, so back on the subject of killing yourself with a shotgun. Now, do you guys think that after the impact of pulling the trigger, the shotgun would still be in your hand?
I mean, with it being in your mouth, so it's got to fling out of your mouth as well. Actually, you'd kind of be surprised with how much kick a shotgun.
Oh, I know how much
Might not
kick a
have.
shotgun has.
We
Well,
know.
you said it was a 20 gauge,
Yep.
so I don't know. I mean, I've never got to shoot a 20 gauge, but I have fired a 12 gauge, and I can hold it pretty well.
Well, you got to think after the impact, like I mean, majority of the time, you are as soon as you pull that trigger, you're gone on impact.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I don't know on that part.
because like his hands are like still gripping it.
Okay, that does look staged to me.
Can you send that to the Discord, babe?
I
Just the
mean,
link. Just the link to the podcast channel. Let me clarify here. And no, for our viewers, I am not going to show you guys this. This is too much. I don't feel comfortable showing that to you guys.
That's way too triggering for
Yep.
people out there.
And Sheldon, you are right. And Dylan and Jesse, can you let me know if I'm correct in agreeing with this? The kick from a 20 gauge would knock the shotgun out of their hand. Yes.
Uh,
see,
I don't
that's
know.
like
Not
that.
necessarily.
That is
Yeah.
the big question, though.
I don't really see a 12 gauge having that much of a kick.
Not even especially a 20 gauge. 20 gauge is
Yeah.
barely buck against you.
I mean,
or
like I can hold a 12 gauge quite fine, just popping it. You know, I mean,
But at the same time, that's with you still being alive and you still having a grip. As soon as you're dead, you don't have a muscle control to grip anything.
I when you're
See, the problem with that is that your body's got to run through those last signals. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And when all of a sudden, main control room explodes, I mean, some dudes die with boners.
True.
You know what I mean? You hear
Mm.
about some people dying with, still clenched fists. You know? Pry it from my cold dead hands type ass. You know what I mean?
This
Yeah.
is.
Hmm.
I don't
It would
know.
really
Looking
it
at
would
that
really also
photo-
depend, I guess, on how he held it up to him. Did he pull the trigger with his thumb, or did he put the barrel, or did he, hold it
wasn't there a
up
thing that
against his chest?
he shot himself twice as well?
No, it was just one shot from
There's
what I.
just one.
No,
Okay.
no, that's the journalist who called the CIA out for selling cocaine. He got so he blew the whistle. Within 2 weeks, his career and relationship and life were in shambles. A week after that, he was found dead in a parking lot with 2 gunshot wounds to the head, and it was ruled a suicide.
Damn.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I don't know. That photo just something about it doesn't sit right with me. That looks staged.
Well, see,
Yeah, the more I looked at it, the more I was like, no, because like all these other pictures.
that one right there that immediately pulls up when you put the link in, that's not the real photo. No.
I was gonna say that looks like a Hollywood movie set.
But if you look at a couple of them that are their actual photos, you can see it's a bit different. But it's still pretty much the way you see that right there is. Let me find the one that I looked at here. Let me see where to go. There it is. So one of them actually shows identical to what you're seeing right there, where his hand is near the edge of the barrel. So I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. I mean, obviously this is all speculation. But I mean, that's just me.
The picture that I did send was from the documentary that has been or should be being released soon, called "Soaked in Bleach."
Wasn't that the one with Dave Grohl
I
that he
don't
got
know.
involved with?
I don't know.
Okay. Leggages. But yeah, so yeah, obviously. Let's see here. Yeah, it's actually a Kurt Cobain simulation of of what happened. But I don't know. It's weird, but it's kind of what happens. I mean,
You're gonna talk about something badass.
what's that?
There are two cars that I am interested in right now.
Babe. Off topic.
They're the same car. One is a little bit more expensive, has less miles. And one of them is a little bit less expensive, a couple of $1,000 less expensive. But it still has less than 75,000 miles on it. And it's a little bit more used on the interior side of things.
Okay, but
Also, the one on the
Babe.
Fine.
I'm gonna say this for Sheldon. It better not be a Prius.
My fucking Christ. The 1993 Skyline G25 ST.
Oh my. Unless it's a 1950s Cadillac hearse, I don't want to hear about it. Boom. I'm just kidding. But still.
You wouldn't want a 2015 hearse? What's wrong with the 2015 hearse?
The look of the 1950s hearse, though. I mean, come on. They were sexy.
I mean, if I'm being
That's
totally
an
honest,
interesting one.
I want to be delivered to my rocket when I get blasted into space after I die, so I can be shot into the sun.
Wait,
I want to roll through in a stretch Hummer with a hot tub.
you guys want to hear a good one?
I'm fucking done,
There is a
man.
conspiracy theory that the Vatican has a time machine.
Are we gonna start this topic again about time traveling?
Oh no, here we go.
Tyler's not here this time. He
I
ain't
mean, if you
stopping
really
me.
want to get into it, how come there is no other written documentation of an individual named Jesus, aside from one thing that says, yeah, there was a dude named Jesus and he lived in a cave? How come there's no other records of him in any sort of history around that area in that era of time?
Because
Aside
technically, it would have been over
from
2,000 years ago.
Huh?
Technically, it's from over 2,000 years ago, so the only record that was kept, quote unquote, now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You guys know how I am about religious stuff. But, quote unquote, he was alive over 2,000 years ago, so the only real record that really mattered was the Bible.
That's not the oldest literature there is.
No, there isn't.
We have records from back then. We have diaries of just regular ass people from back then.
Yep. But, Sheldon, he didn't exist, sir. Are you okay? Do you need to lay off of Grandpa's cough medicine? I mean, I understand it makes you feel funny. I know it makes you feel funny in your tummy and you get, the bubbles in your head, but come on. It's only Wednesday.
Do you want me to get out the cough medicine? Because I will, and then I'll pass out.
Sheldon might be on the cough medicine. Shelby, you might want to do something about that.
I just want.
That was hot.
I just want to get this purple Hindu out of here. Looks yummy.
Does it draw like a pencil? What?
I'm about to find out if mine does.
Take it to the head. Take it to the head.
Tenacious D.
Draws like a pencil.
Ready?
Yeah,
Do it,
There
do
is
it.
a lot of conspiracy theories around the Catholic Church.
Draws like a pencil. There you go.
You gotta hold it in when you do that, though. You don't exhale and then do it. You hold it in, draws like a pencil, and then exhale.
Oh, fine. Make me do it again, then.
Yeah, do it. Do it right now.
Are you complaining, sir?
No. Quite happy.
Here we go.
Draws like a pencil.
I'm a terrible person. I'm enabling this. I'm an enabler. I've officially become an enabler, guys. I'm sorry.
You ain't hurting my feelings.
Okay, good.
Or we could talk about the fact that there's pyramids all around the world.
What?
Conspiracy theories.
Okay, so list some of the ones you found. Because you found several, I take it, yes?
This is just ones I'm naming off the top of my head at this point.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, okay, so, let alone, how the fuck did the Egyptians build the pyramids?
Aliens.
Now, out on the fact that there are similar pyramids all around the world.
I mean, you get enough people, they can move pretty much anything. Just saying.
The Aztecs. There's pyramids at the bottom of the ocean in the Bermuda Triangle.
Shit. I'm waiting to see what's at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that shit. Oh, I want to know.
Apparently, there are some pyramids in Brazil, which I think doesn't that count as the
Bro,
Aztecs?
there's pyramids everywhere. Didn't they find pyramids in the Arctic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
What
hold
the
on,
fuck
hold
is
on.
that?
Hold on. What
Yeah,
they found?
they're called fucking mountains.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Pyramids
I'm sorry.
in pyramids in Antarctica?
Nah, just in the Arctic.
Yeah, if it's cold
Anywhere
enough.
in one of the Arctic circles.
If it's cold enough and a girl shirtless, her tits turn into pyramids.
I'm done.
Uh,
Okay, so I actually found an article on it, and it's not a pyramid. It's just a mountain that looks like a pyramid.
Oh my god,
Oh, you
I was
look like a
right.
pyramid.
What?
In the butt?
I'm done.
or we could talk about the fact that every single culture has mythology both about dragons and vampires.
Yo, they full on found dragon remains in China.
Can you prove it?
Why don't you look up the article? I'm busy. Looking at titties on iFunny.
Caitlin, you have full
I'm
permission.
showing her the titties.
Never
Get out
mind.
of my face.
You know you want it.
No.
Yeah, her boobs are really weird.
You said China?
I think China.
Okay, hold up.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put
China-
some pippin in it.
China regularly celebrates dragons, so I kind of find that hard to believe. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's just like
It's racist.
I'm not trying to be racist. Don't get me. I can't even say anything without trying to.
Red dragon, crouching tiger.
Okay, so a 60-foot skeleton was discovered by Chinese villagers who are convinced it is the remains of a dragon. Is that what you're talking about?
He's both playing video games and scrolling through iFunny. He's a bit
It's a
preoccupied.
talent, okay?
Oh, my goodness, calm down.
I'm sorry, did somebody speak to me and I missed it? I apologize.
Yes, babe.
What did it do? I'm listening now.
Okay, so I found an article in a website called The Sun, a news UK company. It says Game of Bones. Wow. Mysterious 60-foot dragon skeleton found by Chinese villagers who are convinced it's the real deal.
Oh my god, it just sounds like Jurassic Park.
More like Jurassic Bark.
What?
Or like Jurassic.
No. I hate that episode. No.
Gratata.
Honestly, just because it's coming from China, I don't know if I believe it just because of all the fake news that comes from there.
Yo, anything is fake news. We live in a simulation.
You're fake news.
Guys, we're in the Matrix. All right, who took the red pill and who took the blue one?
I took blue.
I crushed them both up.
I crushed
don't-
them both up, turned it into purple pixie dust, and snorted it.
Hell
I
yeah,
don't
brother.
understand this reference.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Kat.
What?
Are you really that shocked now? Like, we name a movie and Kat's like, oh, I know what you're talking about.
I know.
Sorry,
Do we
Kat.
need to create a conspiracy theory about how I don't understand almost any pop culture
Yes.
reference?
All right, that's
Yes.
it. We're making a theory. But yep, it's happening.
Conspiracy theory, Kat's an alien.
We really do need to have a movie night. Somebody just discords a movie.
I mean, it could be done. It won't be in 1080. It'll be in 720, but it can be done.
Dude, it's gonna be so horrible.
Yeah, right.
We're just gonna dub over a movie one night.
Just pull Mystery Science Theater 3000.
And it can be a movie I've never seen, so it's just my genuine reactions of what the hell is going on.
Yeah, right.
John Wick.
Oh.
I love that movie.
Never seen it.
Oh,
We need to watch all 3 in a row.
That sounds like so much work.
Says the woman that just binge watched the entire new season of 7 Deadly Sins in 2 days. Shut the fuck up.
Don't
Well,
call me out like that. Jeez.
I mean, we can't. How? What was it? Was it 2 days for us with Umbrella Academy?
Yep.
Those
So-
episodes are longer than mine, so hush.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We can't really say much of that
I didn't
because
say nothing.
yeah, we weren't. That was Dylan. I blame him.
I did nothing.
You did everything.
Except
You
tell
called
the truth.
you called her out.
Now, guys, so Sheldon has a question for us. So step away from this conversation.
Who is Sheldon?
A viewer.
Yeah, a viewer.
Every
Thank
time
you.
you say Sheldon, I just imagine Sheldon Cooper. I'm
Just-
sorry.
I do too.
Hold on.
That's my spot.
Hold on. Penny.
You got to do it 3 times.
Oh, sorry.
Penny.
There we go.
Penny. No, he's like, so with the whole dragon thing going, do we think there were giants way back when? And Sheldon is Shelby's husband, babe.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like, few 5 full fun giants.
I
like-
would assume so.
Never
What?
know.
There was
Yes.
2
I do-
conversations.
I do believe in the possibility that there were giants.
What did you say, Jesse?
Or like Attack on Titan style.
See, I think that's a little far fetched. Okay.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I don't want this video taken down.
Please don't ruin Attack on Titans for me. I'm very
No.
far behind.
No. I've never seen Attack on Titans.
I don't watch it. The last anime I actually
I-
watched, just FYI, the last anime I watched was Death Note. So
Okay. Here's where I'm pretty sure most of our friendships will end tonight. I preferably do not like anime.
That's fine. Whatever.
See, told you.
Jesse's like, I'm gone. Bye.
Fine, find somebody else to do your damn hair then. All right.
It just means you're gonna have to stare at my roots as they get worse and worse. But no, going back to the whole giant theory. So
I want
the
ice
reason
cream.
why we used to have massive insects and massive animals is because of the amount of oxygen that was on the planet.
Right.
So in theory, back when giants would have existed, it is possible because of the amount of oxygen allowed them to grow, allowed humans or whatever species they would have been to grow larger.
Science.
They were probably eaten by all the dinosaurs.
But on the other hand, look at how humans have evolved.
Yeah.
Because humans used to be a lot smaller. Generation after generation, we're slowly getting bigger, so in theory, we could eventually turn into giants.
Well, we got to get rid of a lot of this pollution first.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry, I got a bit aggressive there.
look at some of the like other countries in the world. Like Dylan and I went to high school with a dude that is 7'3".
Oh.
That's the Great Khali. Good God.
That's
Yeah.
almost as big as my Uncle
Did-
Dave. Well, no, that's a little
did-
bigger than my Uncle Dave.
Did he play basketball?
Yes, and he was god awful.
The thing
I
about
believe it.
He went to
His knees
college
were
for
probably
it.
terrible.
I felt so bad for some of the short girls that we went to school with. They were right at personal height for him.
Dick level.
just
I
just
can just
that's great.
imagine
like they're blindly
how-
walking, don't even notice, and they go headbutt straight.
percent with as
So
crowded as
did
those
he
hallways
have,
were.
like- I'm guessing he had like giantism or whatever.
Giantism.
No.
Yeah.
He was just tall.
Some
He
people are
was
born
a
tall.
he was a foreign exchange student from Africa or the Middle East.
No, I feel
Wow.
bad.
Don't feel bad. He was the one time that our Catholic school accepted a different religion because he was a Muslim, but he wasn't a practicing Muslim. So when they were letting him leave class to go pray in the chapel, he was just
Mhm.
sitting there playing on his phone.
I bet they felt stupid after they found out. They're like,
Yeah,
damn it.
One time they were accepting.
Wow.
But I mean, going back to the whole giantism, that's part of the reason why I believe that there were giants at one time, is because of how physically tall he was.
I mean, I would understand that. Yeah, it makes sense because, I mean, if you look at, for instance, with that same thought, looking back at the old drawings of, like, Egyptians, you know, the hieroglyphics and everything, look at some of the drawings they had. Some of the people that they depicted were freaking huge. I mean, really. Let me pull this up. Hang on.
I mean, there's still villages in poorer African countries where they're massive.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up a
Look
picture.
look at Iceland and Greenland. There's some big dudes.
I mean, just looking at this picture, for instance, and I'm gonna make it to where you guys can see it. If I could find, I don't want this. Get out of here. Get on out of here with my eye holes. No.
Because,
I don't want
like,
that.
I say he didn't have giantism or anything like that because he was, like, okay, you know in the Willy Wonka movie where they send the one kid through the tacky polar?
Yeah.
That's what he looked like.
Whoa.
He was just tall and skinny.
Oh, wow.
It was like, if he were my height, he'd probably have about my body proportions. He's just a skinny dude. And
Okay,
most
so-
cases of giantism I've seen, they have overly large limbs, like they're thick.
Okay, so for those of you who are watching the live stream, I'm gonna transfer over to this picture real quick. So normally, yeah, but in this case, let me see if I can increase this here. So I know it's not the greatest resolution, but to give you an idea to further impact this theory that Caitlin has, look at these guys right here. They're freaking, they're tall compared to these dudes. These guys are small compared to them. It's like if you put this guy on his shoulders, yeah, I could see them matching that height, but it's just stupid ridiculous how big these guys are.
Well, I don't know if I necessarily trust the Egyptians for it because I know they specifically made like important people larger in their hieroglyphics and their paintings and stuff to show their importance.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just, it makes a lot of sense that there would be giants in the past because that right there kind of shows. You know, they depicted people being larger than others. Why would you do that if they didn't exist? I know why. Their media was fooling everyone.
Oh my god. But I mean, they did that with their pharaohs and stuff. If
Yeah.
you look up accurate representations of, I think it's King Tut,
Yeah.
Funky
He-
butt.
he
Sorry.
is messed up genetically
Oh yeah.
because of the incest that the Egyptians did to keep royal blood pure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even in king and queen times, outside of pharaoh times, that's how they were. And so they realized, Yeah, Bobby over there ain't looking too good. Maybe we ought to stop. uh, Too much? I can't tell. Somebody help. Sorry. Things get a little out of hand when we're sitting here just talking amongst ourselves.
To get a little off topic.
Boy, I tell you what.
Well, yeah, we started the night talking about freaking conspiracy theories.
And here we are talking about giants and dragons.
I mean, those are conspiracy theories.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. Hey,
And hey,
Pretty much anything that hasn't been scientifically proven is technically conspiracy theory.
D&D was an inside job.
Oh my god.
no.
I can start a conspiracy theory about the Bible.
Not the Bible.
You're the Bibble.
The Bible.
And the fact
Praise
that they
Jesus.
changed the translation of pedophilia into talking about homosexuality.
These dadgum homos, we gotta change it. Alright.
What are you talking about? I don't think they're mad at the homos, bro. Dude, one of their main lines is let the Holy Spirit come inside of you.
I can- Hey, can I find the Bible in the science fiction section at Barnes and Noble?
Probably.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, that gives me an idea, babe. We need to go to Barnes and Noble soon.
Ooh, I'm in. What for?
Can I help?
Oh God. I looked at him and he just has that like mischief look on his face. And I'm like, I already know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make it happen, and we gonna get in trouble.
I have to go to one of the Barnes and Nobles far away from my apartment. That way, when we get kicked out, I can still go and buy books. I don't have to drive to the other side of town to do it.
Oh, we'll go to Tulsa Hills then.
Why do we gotta go all the way out there?
It's not that
'Cause-
far, Hush.
That's in like Jinx
Not that
territory.
far from you.
I live right by it, pretty much.
Exactly.
Look, I go from Tulsa to Owasso back and forth every day. Come on. What?
He called you
butt?
a pussy.
How dare you, sir?
By calling you a pussy? I mean, I don't think
Rude.
it's daring, but
You are so rude. I cannot believe you would do that to me, sir.
does it look like I give a fuck?
Not really. Honestly, I just, yeah. This is way off. We've gone way away from what the original podcast was set up for. But then again, I mean,
It's a podcast.
yeah, it was kind of expected to happen.
Was also not prepared for it to be tonight. I was expecting tomorrow, so tomorrow I was going to do some research.
Well, we're gonna do some gaming tomorrow.
Yee yee!
What games?
Fortnite.
Yeah, but you know, Jesse's too cool.
He's too cool for fork knife.
Fork knife.
He won't prop hunt with us because he thinks he's too good for it.
Pretty much.
Yet he couldn't survive out of 4 rounds of playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, says the guy. Says you.
Says the guy who only got 1 kill out of those 4 rounds. Or the 4
I
matches.
killed more than 1 people.
Yeah, but you died every time.
So did you.
Shh, that's not the point. We need better people to play with. We need more experience. Plus, if I knew exactly how to actually play the game, I'd be okay. I still don't know how to play.
We got to be more secretive. Like, more sneaky when we're coming in.
Sneaky. You gotta be a snake.
Yeah.
You gotta slide through.
I'll try not to smoke before we play.
Yeah, how well is that gonna work?
I don't know. Probably not well.
Yeah, I didn't think so. What? Oh my, it's only 10:30, guys.
I know.
So on a different topic, Kat, are you excited?
About what?
You're a compooper.
Yeah.
Because Dylan, you are bringing that by tomorrow, yeah?
Yo.
Okay. Jesse, you still need to come look at the stuff we have out there.
Yeah, I'll come check it out.
They're
Road
Monday through
trip.
Friday, 10 to 6.
Shit, I'll come out tomorrow.
Hell yeah, brother.
I ain't really doing anything.
Come say hi. Oh, that was a
Alright, someone else
guttural.
needs to come up with a conspiracy theory because I came up with the last several and they were all trash.
Like my life.
Your life is not trash. Mine is.
Okay, mine's straight garbage.
Mine's straight trash. Oh boy. This is fun, guys.
Mine's straight thrash.
See what you did there?
If you guys are having fun, let me get a hiya.
Hiya! Okay. Fuck y'all leaving me hanging.
Hiya.
Sorry, I had my mic muted because I was eating a fortune cookie.
All right, let's try that again. If you're having fun, let me get a hiya.
Hiya!
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well, I think it's we're coming up on we're over 2 hours now into this podcast.
This train wreck.
Hey, what do you expect? It's us.
Truth.
Well, we want to thank everyone for watching us tonight. The occasional viewer here and there. Thank you, Shelby and Sheldon, and who else? Ian for joining us this evening and
Fucking gnome.
for helping keep us on somewhat of a topic, I guess. Yeah.
Next week we'll be more prepared.
But make sure to share the page, like, and if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and be sure to share it with your friends. We have two other videos on YouTube. Here on Facebook, we also have quite a few different live streams and videos that I've done of either us all together or by myself. But yeah, everybody, thank you for watching. Keep up with the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah?
Yee.
Okay.